Hello, everybody. I am back, and we're doing a live stream. I say we're. I'm about to be joined by my friend Christian. Um, and there he goes, right there.
Hey, what's up?
You're back.
I know. After that was interesting.
So to give context to you all, my intelligent self. I'm very intelligent, in case you're wondering. Um, I decided to stream, but it was on the wrong account. So we love that. Instead of pretending, that we're talking about things for the first time, given that there was another stream, we could just kind of jump right back into what we were talking about. Christian and I were actually discussing current Star Wars stuff. But before we do that, something I actually do want to do on this stream is just have Christian tell us a little bit about himself. Christian, go right on ahead. Introduce
all right.
yourself.
So my name's Christian. I'm a junior. I'm in Aaron's class of 2020. Me and him are both in band. I play trumpet. I've been playing it for 6 years. You guys should hit me up on Instagram at christian.mckenna, McKenna. That's my
In the
Instagram.
description. Yeah.
It's in the description, and also my Snapchat, which is christian.m954. You guys should really hit me up. I'm single. I'm ready to mingle. I like long walks on the beach. All that stuff. All right, let's get this going. So back to what we were saying about all that stuff. So basically, me and him were talking about all the Star Wars crap that's been happening. About like how unoriginal it is now. That it's like just bland. There's nothing really going on anymore. And some of the things that we thought were good about the movie, and some of the things that were bad. So, for example, we were talking about Darth Maul and how he got introduced back in and Solo, and me and him were talking about the fact that he should have stayed. They killed him off in Rebels. But I do have to say one thing though. This was during the time when Han Solo was young, so I can see why they added him in because he still was alive during the time. But he was basically dead when Obi-Wan killed him in the original movie. Like he felt like they didn't know what happened to him, and that should have remained a mystery.
Yeah, and then in Clone Wars they brought him back with like
Yeah,
the mechanical legs.
I I don't know what that was about. I wasn't really a fan of it.
What? I love the
So
Clone Wars. I
no
I thought it was great.
about the mechanical leg thing. I wasn't really sure about how I thought about it. It was pretty cool, but there were some things I just didn't understand. Like not understand, but I didn't like. So with his brother, that thing, I don't get like I get that he obviously had his people and whatever, but I don't understand why they had to make him his brother and then bring like a kind of a family thing into it. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Because you would think, as a Sith,
He wanted to kind
you
of
would cut. You don't really have family ties. I mean, look at the Jedi, for example. They're not supposed to have feelings for anyone, even though they sometimes do. But they're not supposed to have a family. They're not supposed to have anything. They're supposed to be dedicated to the Jedi Order. And it's kind of the same thing with the Sith. Look at the Sith. No, there's no relationship, no nothing with them. But you see, like, because all the family's like basically dead. But the fact that they brought his brother into it, that made it cool because it's kind of like, oh snap, that is different, whatever. But at the same time, it's like when you bring family into it, it twists everything and makes it become like, because now they can be like, oh, since we had family for this one, maybe we can add family into the next one and the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like they can start adding family into it. It becomes a whole big thing. It just looks ugly at the end of the day.
funny you should say that about the whole family thing. I was watching a interview with George Lucas, and he was basically talking about how at the end of the day he wanted Star Wars to be a family soap opera, and being that George Lucas is actually the creator of the Clone Wars TV show as well, I think that whole thing with him just kind of he wanted to bring that into it. Um, with the whole family thing too, I guess Lucas wasn't really bothered by it because at the end of the day, the Skywalker saga, it's about a whole family thing.
True.
Speaking of which,
You're right.
do you think Kylo Ren will survive Episode 9?
I think he will, just because Disney and bullshit. I think they're gonna try to drag it as long as they can until they can come up with a better idea instead of coming up with the fact that he has kids, like they did in the original Star Wars. Like Anakin Skywalker has kids, and that's what creates the new series. Because if they do the whole kids thing again, no, I don't think so.
I
I
mean, they were
think
just milking it.
which would be interesting though is to kind of see how they grow old. And hear me out, because if you think about it, um, it showed in the last Jedi, that kid has the ring, and he's actually basically he has the Force within him or whatever. I would love to see Rey or someone like they start building the Jedi Order, and he starts building the Sith up again, and then it just turns into this whole big thing. I think that would be actually really interesting, just because if you bring this child into it, it's like what you have to do something with it. You can't just leave it at the child being there and then go into something with Kylo die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they have to add context to that now
I
or
feel
something.
like they're never gonna have Ray start anything up because the fans don't want to follow Ray for another movie.
True.
Like I said earlier, she's a Mary Sue. I mean, I
Yeah.
was really into Ray when Force Awakens came out,
Yeah.
and I think she was actually a better character in Force Awakens than Last Jedi. Last Jedi was empty for me in a lot of places. I do like the movie, like I said, but it definitely was lackluster in certain areas. Like I said, Luke Skywalker was completely out of character. Rose Tico was an abomination against George Lucas and humanity. And then you had Vice Admiral Holdo, who was just a gender study SJW figure, which I don't like agendas in my movies. Okay, so we have Troy's in the chat right now.
Troy Beasley.
Yeah, Troy is in the chat right now. I'm not going to read what he is putting, um, but
I'm gonna guess what it says. I don't even have to know. I'm gonna
just
guess.
so you know, it might have something to do with that one picture you took. Like,
Oh no. Come
yeah,
on. It's a whole meme, guys. I'm doing it for the memes. I actually sent an exact replica of that picture out to someone. Like to DJ for the lulz. I did it at Miller's Ale House. I did it for the lulz, and friggin' DJ was crying. Everyone loved it. I don't know how I do it, but I just do it. Um
yeah, yeah. He's in the chat right now, typing away.
oh god.
Uh,
So I do have to say though, I totally agree with you. I don't want Ray to come along with this. It's complete, some of the fans can
tired of,
agree, obviously. I mean, but
I'm tired of seeing her. She's completely uninteresting.
I just want to. I wonder what they're gonna do now, because if they're gonna make them older, or are they gonna continue with their age and then just do something else? I want to see what they do with it, because they're gonna make everything. I want to see where they're gonna run with it. The big thing too. What? So, like you were saying with agendas, the same thing with Captain Marvel. There's an agenda now that for everything. I feel like for everything nowadays, there's an agenda. Look at Captain Marvel, with the feminist crap. If you look at
Garbage.
if you looked at Star Wars, the animal cruelty thing, like you said, and then look at YouTube Rewind. That was a whole like agenda thing. That's ridiculous. Everything's about agendas now.
Look, look, man. For me, all I need are these right here. We got the original six.
Yeah.
These are all I need right here. That's all the Star Wars for me. I mean, I do have all the Star Wars movies, including Soylo, a Soylo's story. It's Soy Wars. Do you know what a soy boy is?
Soy Boy, can you explain that to me?
Soy boy. It's like it's it's someone who's like salty about things. It's kind of a crybaby type person. When you're called a soy boy, you're basically like a crybaby, salty. You're just salty. That's what a soy boy is. Uh, one of my favorite YouTubers, comic artist Pro Secrets, he actually coined the term soylo, a soy wars soyery,
Oh my god.
uh, because he was making fun of the fact that soy boys were like causing an uproar with Disney about everything SJW going on with
I
Solo
know.
and how no one wanted the movie. Do
Disney
you
is a
remember that
money pit.
droid from Solo?
Uh, which droid from Solo?
L337. She was abominable,
Oh,
abysmal. That
oh yeah, with Han falling in love with that.
terrible.
Oh, not Han.
Lando, yeah, yeah,
Lando is in love with that. I don't know if that was that.
abysmal.
Was he even in love with that? Like, if did they just add that in there?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was because I remember before the actual movie came out, you had Lawrence Kasdan, who was actually writer for Solo and the original trilogy and Indiana Jones. You had him come out and say, "Oh well, Lando's now pansexual. Hey, guess what? All you lovers of this, the original trilogy, yeah, all you lovers on this, how about you take that?" Because he just crapped all over Star Wars and Lando
He's
Calrissian.
pansexual.
He came out, yeah, he said he was pansexual. I mean, would you believe it? That's why he liked the droid. Pansexual means you don't have a type. You just like anything. At least that's what I got from it.
Oh, come
So
on.
you're attracted to the
I don't have
mind,
anything
as they
against.
say.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't have anything. No, I'm not gonna get into it. Never mind. That's for another day. That's for another debate. But I do have to say
No, but like
that
the
that
whole
ru-
the whole LGBT thing, you don't have to have a stance on it to feel that it shouldn't be in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I guess. I feel that um I mean, just stick with the originals. Like, look at the originals. Look at the original cast members. Look at everything. Talk to because I think thing too is like if you want to make a good Star Wars movie, start with the originals. Talk to the original cast
Yeah,
members. Talk to the original directors because they will give you a viewpoint that you may have not have seen in the original. Like and also the tech. What I do have to say though, the technology today compared to when that movie came out is incredible. Now, like, for example, their sword fight, if for those of you guys that know this, the lightsaber battles that happen in Star Wars were actually, they were actually using swords. They were using wooden swords as their
yeah.
battle weapons, and then they just they put it over as a lightsaber. I mean that shows you what
And then
technology was back then and
the for the
now.
final the final version of it, they would actually use these like sticks that would have reflective like mirroring on it to get the glow effect around the lightsaber. Also, Charles is in the chat right now. He's saying the Italian Stallion, and he put hard eye emojis for that.
Thank
I
you
think
so
you have an
much,
admirer.
Charles. I love you too.
You got an
So
admirer in the chat.
so I mean, I just find it like so crazy what movies they put out today. It's like there's agendas behind it. Like there's no like you can't just sit and watch a movie. Like for example, um, not Toy Story. Sorry, Finding Dory. Finding Dory.
Terrible. Oh my
That
god.
movie, they could have done more things with it, but they hit you over the head and they hit you over the head with autism without saying autism, but they just like it kept being the same thing over and over. Like they didn't switch it up or like go somewhere else with it and like move around with it and see what they can do in the creative field. Because if you looked at Finding Nemo, Finding Nemo was all about finding his son. They stick to it. Finding Dory should be about finding Dory, not about going. And I can see what they go with the past, whatever, but not talking about the fact that she's special or whatever. Like we get it's apparent to everyone that she is, but like they should keep it like a little snippet. Like they shouldn't just do a whole thing on it and just keep going with it until everyone's sick and tired of it, and then they go back to the plot of the original story. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Personally, I don't think that Finding Nemo was a film that warranted a sequel, where you have a movie like, say, Incredibles 1, where the ending was a cliffhanger. Yes, you do need a sequel for Incredibles. Finding Nemo wasn't a film that needed it. Nothing warranted a sequel at all. There was no
Yeah,
need for it. It was a milking cash grab. Hey, let's milk the money out of these people. And it's the same thing happening with Star Wars. They're gonna make the most films that they can in a span of 4 years, like they already have, which it just ruins the magic of Star Wars for me. Because
yeah,
one thing that I remember so many people saying to me who did go see the movies in the theater when they came out, the original trilogy, they said it was something special. Excuse me, that you would have to wait 2 or 3 years to go see the sequel for. So it was something special. But when you have a film coming out every single year, what is there to look forward to? You know.
yeah.
So let's see. I've got a snap from my friend here. Will he want to join up? Oh, sorry. Did you want to see Avengers with me? Uh, oh, that
Um,
was nice.
what happened?
That was nice. Um, friend of mine asked if I wanted to go see um Endgame with him with his sister with him and his sister when it came out. But we
Lakeside.
we'll be at Lakeside.
But did you hear what everyone was talking about the Lakeside Festival? Apparently, Friedman wants to get us all tickets to go see
I'm
Endgame.
very excited for
If
that.
we can get if we can get the poll for that, I am because I'm going on the trip. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I am totally down to go see it. I'm gonna be thrilled
I
to
got
see
I
it.
got the gauntlet right up there. Here, I'll turn you guys around. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, that's the gauntlet right there in the corner.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I would love. The thing that pissed me off about that movie was how he was able to. I thought he was dead, right? And then all of a sudden, he just comes back and he reverses time. He's like, no. And then he pries the stone out of that. I felt that was terrible. I felt when he pried the stone out of Vision's head, that was it. I thought, like, you knew right then and there, like, that's Endgame right there.
Well, I don't think there was any question in anyone's mind that Vision would be dying. I think everyone knew it because he had to get the stone out of Vision's head,
I
which was
thought they would get
something.
out successfully, though, without being intruded, but apparently not.
Well, I mean, the Russo brothers said they wanted to make something unpredictable in Infinity War, and that's really what they did. Even as someone who read the comic, Infinity Gauntlet, um, I was actually surprised that they did that because in Infinity Gauntlet, the comic, for any of you guys who haven't read it, um, Thanos does do the snap and he wipes everyone out. But I was still shocked, completely shocked in the theater, despite me reading the comic and knowing that that was a possibility. I was shocked that they went that route. So that to me was really good.
The thing I felt with the movie, though, is when they called Captain Marvel in, and I felt like when this movie came out for Captain Marvel, it was going to be a scramble because I felt like once they come out with it, like oh shit, we don't have like a movie for it, and they scrambled out some type of movie and shoved it out there to like get Captain Marvel like something known um on the movie spectrum, even though in the comics she's very well known. Like they shove her in the movie, and then they're just like, here's Captain Marvel. Now we're gonna go to Endgame. I didn't. I was distasted about that.
She was never a character that anyone asked for a movie for.
Exactly.
She's completely a Mary Sue. Like I said, she's a complete Mary Sue in the comic books. She's a Mary Sue in the movie.
Hmm.
Zero flaws to her, which is completely uninteresting.
Yeah.
Um, she is a character who has been rebooted in the comics. No, guess. Okay, how about I leave this up to you? Why don't you guess how many times she's been rebooted in the comics?
Maybe five.
I wish that were the case. Captain Marvel has been rebooted in the comics 9 times.
Jesus Christ.
9 times. No one wants to read Captain Marvel. No one wants to follow Carol Danvers. She's boring, useless character. She has all this power, but she they give no explanation as to why or how. And then her moral like structure in the comics is also completely like shocking. It's terrible. It's like for example, there was a new Captain Marvel comic that came out. It was about 3-4 weeks ago. It was a new Captain Marvel comic series. They rebooted her again. Um, they went ahead. Oh, we've got a lot of people in the chat now. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. I didn't read the chat. Okay. So we've got Kayla in the chat. Nathan. This is either Matthew or Andrew. People are saying it's a good movie. Oh yeah? Well, I'm saying that. Oh, Gino is also in the chat. Hello, Gino. Nice to see you. Yeah, Captain Marvel. You guys wanna fight me? Captain Marvel's a bad character in the comics. She is she is a Mary Sue. That's case closed on Captain Marvel. I would love to see a Goose the Cat movie because it would probably get better reviews than Captain Marvel. Did you hear about that? Goose,
No, I know I didn't.
the cat in the movie, like the interdimensional alien cat, it was getting better reviews from critics and fans than Captain Marvel herself, like for her performance.
Yikes, that sucks.
Okay, let's see. Captain Marvel is a good character in the comics, and the movie is really good too. Ray is the Mary Sue. Yes, I agree with you. Ray is the Mary Sue, but Captain Marvel is not a good character in the comics. They took her, they whitewashed her. A lot of people don't know this. Captain Marvel was originally a black woman in the comics.
What?
Yep. Yes, she was. Monica Rambeau. That was her name.
Why would they? Why would they do something totally? Why would they? Okay, you're supposed to stick to the script, buddy. That's the point. Like Star Wars, you're supposed to stick to the script, but then you just totally just crumpled it up and threw it away. Now you're doing
I'm
the same
telling
thing.
you.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
telling you. She was originally Monica Rambeau, okay? Not Carol Danvers, not the luscious, blonde hair, blue eyed Carol Danvers that we all know from the abysmal comics. No, no.
I feel like all actors nowadays, like in a bunch of movies, they're all blue eyed. I don't know about you guys, but I see a lot of blue eyed actors. Like I don't really see anyone like that has like like I mean not red, Jesus Christ, brown eyes or any like I don't know about do you ever see that? Like do you ever notice that? There's always like
Yeah,
blue eyed. There's never like I don't know. That's weird. I've always thought that's weird. I remember watching um uh, Criminal Minds when and I looked at all the actors and they all had blue eyes and I was shocked. I'm like, that is I thought that was crazy. I've been seeing it a lot more recently. What? Who said what in the chat?
so I'm reading the chat right now while I'm listening to you. Let's see. So we have Nathan saying, Aryan race, am I right, boys?
Stop.
um, okay, to respond to my buddy Gino in the comments, let's see. She was not, she was not a good fit, and he wasn't convinced of Captain Marvel. Um, and then his other question was, do you think the Avengers will be a part of the MCU? What do you mean? What do you mean? Will she be a part of the MC, or will they be a part of the MCU? I thought they already were. Did you
Yeah, I thought they
mistype?
were too.
Sorry, Gino. Maybe that was a little typo. Let's see. Cookie says, "What a nice family-friendly stream." Like I said, I read his comment before, saying Captain Marvel is a good character in the comics. I disagree, but you know what? That's fine. Um, she wasn't a good character, but it was still a good movie. I think that's Matthew who's saying that. Um, Kayla said she likes Captain Marvel. Nathan says he liked Captain Marvel. Charles said all good.
Well,
Um,
I can't criticize because I haven't seen it myself, and don't hate on me, but I haven't seen it myself. But I
don't hate
will.
on you. I'm loving you right now for saying that you haven't seen the movie. Love. That's hugs. That's hugs right there. Don't see that abysmal garbage,
I'm gonna be
certified
honest. I
trash.
I didn't watch Solo until it came out free on Netflix. I'm telling you, like I usually wait for like if I hear that some of the movies were like I wait for them to come out free on Netflix and get a free movie. It's not that bad. Some of them come out that are like relatively new. They're like alright movies. So like Solo came out let's just say it came out in February I think or March.
It was
And
May 25th. I remember because I went to go see it with my buddy in the chat, Gino. We saw it opening night.
well, I'm talking. I know it came out May 25th, but what I'm talking about on
Oh,
Netflix,
when it
it
came out
came
to
out in
Netflix.
2019, in like January, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so I was so I mean, and it wasn't that long. It was like a couple months wait, and you had a free movie that could have cost you like what $12. I mean, come on.
Matthew's going off right now saying that it's technically not free because you're paying for Netflix.
Okay, all right, but think about it like this: how many movies are there on Netflix, and how many TV shows are there on Netflix? That's gonna cost you like if you take the amount of money that you put in for like a month of Netflix and all the shows that you come up with on there, like you're gonna come up with at least like a cent for every show. Like it's crazy. I could probably buy I don't know to you, but I don't know about you, but I think Netflix is a total thing, like a totally great thing. But now it's gonna get fucked over by Disney. It's totally gonna get fucked over.
they're pulling everything. They're pulling everything.
It's so bad. It's like Disney's like, oh, Netflix is getting millions and millions and millions of dollars. Let's just go ahead and throw in a Disney
Yeah,
streaming
yeah.
thing.
No one asked for it, and I'm gonna have to get it to watch Clone Wars season 7 as well as The Mandalorian. There was something I wanted to talk about in the chat. My friend Gino, he asked, he corrected his statement, and he asked if he thinks the X-Men will join the MCU. We were discussing the 20th Century Fox deal on the failed stream.
Mhm.
So I ask you, what do you think? Do you think the X-Men will join the MCU with the whole Disney Fox thing?
I think, and this is sad to say, I think yes, because just because Disney cut that deal with Fox for is gonna cut that. I don't know. I have to check. I don't quote me on it, but I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I'll
sure they
check
cut.
right now.
Okay, he's gonna check right now. But for those of you that don't know, Disney was supposed to did a deal for $70 billion. I don't know the exact. I think it's 70 billion to buy Fox over, and they get Fox. They get FX, National Geographic. They get the Fox network, like everything. It's so it blows my mind because they also get a crap ton of Marvel characters. It's so bad because I'm pretty sure X-Men were a part of Fox, right? Aren't they? Weren't they part of Fox?
Yes, they were.
So to be honest, I think Disney is somehow going to incorporate them into it and just kind of like mess around with it because if you look at Star Wars, they bought them over and then messed around with it. And they're probably going to do the same thing. I'm seeing like a like not a I can't think of the word. I'm seeing a trend. A trend. If you look at it, you're gonna see it. So I think yes, X-Men are gonna get put back in. I don't want to see it, but probably gonna happen. Well, it's whatever at this point. I mean, just let them do it. It's a cash grab. Just remember that. I mean, look at if you were to take away everything Disney has besides Disney being Disney, it's a great thing. Love Disney for what it is, but their entertainment now
That that
is
mouse, that mouse is a
it's
Sith Lord, man.
dude that friggin' entertainment district now for Disney. It's absurd. Look at it. Like they used to put out when they put out original stuff like Snow White, Cinderella. When they put those stuff out, and they also put out some really, really, really good. Disney put out? Yeah, Disney was Hercules too.
It's that
Hercules
mouse. It's that mouse. I'm
loved
telling you.
loved Hercules. I think it was a great movie. Original, 10 out
Yeah,
10 out of 10. Now you look at it, it's just it's all agendas, just cash grabs, throwing something out there that the fans want to see, even though they really don't want to see it. Like I want to see, um, like for example, I didn't want to see a Finding Dory. Loved Finding Nemo. Didn't want to see a
No
Finding
one asked
Dory,
for that.
and
Yeah.
and no one really asked for that. But they're like, let's just throw something out there and let's see what happens to it, and they did. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I think the
It's
X Men
that
are gonna get put in.
I do know. I'm telling you, it's that mouse. He's waiting there with his lightsaber. Um he's going, I will obliterate, okay, all of the fans, everything the fans love and want. I will take them out, okay? With one swift stroke. That's really all Disney is doing. That mouse, he's got his grimy paws all over every property, and yeah, Disney actually, the deal for with 20th Century Fox, I just checked, it's for 71.3 or 71.3 billion
Yep.
dollars, which is just unbelievable. Just what the mouse needed, right? Just so he could, chop his way through those anti-monopoly laws. Which, by the way, I don't know how Disney's getting away with this. They own everything, pretty much.
Yeah,
Um,
they're getting away. I remember why they act. There's actually an article on the reason why they're getting away with it. It's because it's like it doesn't follow. It doesn't fall under a certain category or something like that. They're what they're buying is so with the streaming thing, they can do that because it's Disney and movies. They can do that because they don't. There's nothing. There's no monopoly on that. Monopoly would be like, for example, if I was Disney and I took control of the factories that made all my products and everything like that. That's monopoly. Now, the streaming network, that's not really a monopoly. I can see that, but I can see where it gets
well, not the
questionable.
streaming,
What?
not the streaming. It's
No,
more.
no, I know.
It's
I
more when you look at Disney owning. Let's see, they own a portion of Epic Games, which is Fortnite, which is huge. It's a huge property. They own Marvel. They own Lucasfilm, which doesn't just have Star Wars; it also has Indiana Jones. Um, Now 20th Century Fox.
that's because like they're becoming monopolized on TV, but they're not being monopolized on their streaming service because
Whoa,
what's up?
sorry to cut you off. We've got kind of a Lego community celebrity here, brother from another brick. He's
Uh-huh.
yeah, he's kind of an up and coming guy in the Lego community. Sorry to cut you off. I just
No,
thought
no,
I'd
you're good.
shout him out because seeing him
Cool.
in the chat, I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. Hello,
That's
brother
pretty
from
cool.
another brick. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Anyway, what were you saying?
No, just talking about how the streaming service, like, that I can see there's no monopoly on, but that is being questionable with Fox or 20th Century and like everything. Now, if they took over, if they started taking over other different things, like I don't know if you know Georgia is one of them. Georgia's like it's like the mango or like the peach or something on it. It's a type of it's one of those like it's like 20th Century Fox, but it's like I don't know. It's an upcoming. It's been in a couple movies. They're like kind of associated with. But if they had gotten control of like Georgia or like 20th Century Fox, that's when monopoly questions should be raised. Right now, they're not being raised because it's kind of broad. I mean, they're kind of slowly sneaking up, but they're doing it very subtle. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing I wanted to address from the chat. Now we're looking at some more comments. We actually got a lot of comments. This is kind of surprising. All right. Um. So we've got Cookie saying, "Excuse me, I asked for Finding Dory. I think you might be the only person on the planet, bud." Um. Okay. Did you say Disney bought Fox? Would that include Fox News? Who knows?
No,
Um.
I don't think Fox News is getting taken over
Maybe.
just because it's a public press thing. I think that's why cuz I'm read in the article that they're taking over FX and National Geographic or I think they already own FX. but they're taking over National Geographic. I'll look up the article right now. I totally remember reading it.
Imagine seeing the mouse on late night Fox News debating Trump with Tucker Carlson, somebody on there. All right. Okay. Yes, we did. It was awesome. Okay.
Oh, they control Hulu too, by the way. They're gonna get
That's a little concerning.
so basically, for these that don't know too, Hulu. So Fox and Hulu are paired together. They're kind of like a deal, and Fox owns a lot of stock in Hulu. So now that Disney's buying over Fox, Hulu is going to be Disney is going to be taking Fox's stock, and now they own a large portion of Hulu. What's one of the comments saying?
Our friend Gino is saying Trump's the man.
Hey, hey, I'm not saying
I
anything
agree.
out loud,
Hey,
but
hey,
I agree,
let me get my MAGA hat.
dude. You have a MAGA hat?
No, I actually don't have one. I wish I did.
I'm thinking about buying one. Okay, so I came up with a brilliant idea, and anyone that's in band that goes here cannot say anything about it. But the last rehearsal for a band, I'm thinking getting all of us shirts that say for re-election or whatever, like getting
I
a
want
shirt and
that.
bringing it to practice.
I'll wear that. Hold on.
I will wear
The
that. That will be funny.
the closest thing I have to a MAGA hat is my red Incredibles hat, but it's got like the little Incredibles logo on the front. I need a MAGA hat, man. That's what I
Mhm.
need. Um, let's see. So, kind of tying this back to my whole well, I don't want to say my interest, but my channel is a Lego is in the name, and that was like a huge thing for me. I still do collect Lego, and as you can see, I collect like figures and everything else. My question for you is, what was your kind of childhood toy?
Um. Okay. Funny thing, I used to have a fake, or I used to have a original Star Wars blaster rifle. I used to play with all the time, like the clones, the ones that the stormtroopers used.
Oh, I got those.
Um, I also loved Legos. I used to set them up in my room all the time. I mean, I didn't really have my childhood toys were just anything Legos, blaster rifles, trains was the biggest one. I love trains. Don't meme me on that, please.
No, 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 no. You're good. You're good. I'm pretty sure I'm
No,
a meme.
no, because I love trains as a meme, so I wouldn't be surprised if I get memed about it. Yeah, and by the way, just kind of going off track, I'm reading a little bit. Um, so Fox, because Fox is getting bought over, um, Disney will own 30% of Hulu. Um, they also will own Titanic, The Avengers, How I Met Your Mother. Um, they will they will get own a bunch of TV networks like FX, National Geographic, and they got to the reason why they won't be owning Fox like news is because Fox Corp still exists and it's independent from Disney. It's a primary news and sports company now. So uh, it still does. They're saying people are saying it still does deserves to own Fox, but because it's an independent company from like it's Fox, but it's independent and it has its own corporation. Disney has nothing to do with it, so you're gonna still see Fox News on TV, but it's just gonna be because it's independent from Disney or independent from the Fox that's being taken over. So,
Oh,
so I have just I have everything from when I was little. I used to read when I was little Betty and Veronica comic books.
those
Big
are
Nate
classics.
I have Big Nate books sitting like in my like thing right now. I used
Big,
to read Big
Big
Nate.
Nate. Big Nate was actually something I never got into. I was always more of a Diary of a Wimpy Kid guy. But
I read all the diaries. I read all the ones that came out that were new. I always had the newest one. Read them, loved them. So yeah, I mean, I yeah, I would say I had I had a
I,
it was a mixed childhood. I would say.
every time I walk into my room, I'm actually reminded of a piece of my childhood. Not only because everywhere you look, there's Lego. I mean, that's my entire Harry Potter setup right there.
Hmm.
But I I actually do have my first Lego set that I ever built.
Really?
It's actually up there. It is the here. Let's see if I could kind of point it out. Oh, right there. That was the 2009 TIE Fighter Darth Vader TIE Advance set. I think it was
Hmm.
a 2009 New York Comic Con exclusive, something like that. It was
Uh-huh.
some special anniversary edition of the set. So that was very special to me. It was my first ever Lego set. So I just think stuff like that is, what I really like to keep. And then of course I get all the newer stuff right over there. That's my Lego table. Um,
Hmm.
there's just kind of stuff everywhere, and um, I just think it's really important that people kind of hold on to that stuff, whether that be you think you're grown or whatever. For me, age is just a number. You as you can see, I'm like a giant kid. Everyone knows that,
Hmm.
but you know, um,
I always wanted to when I was little. I mean, not anymore because it's just I don't have room or whatever. I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to own like so much Legos that I can make my own city out of it when I was little, and I actually did at one point. And my biggest Lego things I've ever done was the Lego firehouse and Lego police station. Those were the biggest projects that I've done. It was a lot. It was a lot.
for
So,
for me, my biggest one that I own is the Simpsons house. Um,
hmm.
that was a monster for me at the time. I think I might have been like 14 when it 13, probably 13 when it came out. I saw pictures of it. I was in love with The Simpsons at the time, and I still am. Simpsons is one of my favorite shows ever. Um, but when they revealed it, I was like, I have to get that. The set was $200. It had I think over 2,000 pieces.
Jesus.
That was like a huge thing for me. I was like, man, this is, and I still have it built. It's on the table right there. I don't know if you can see it, but
That's huge.
yeah, man. So, and then the second biggest one I have is the Quickie Mart, also from The Simpsons. That one's like it's close to 2,000 pieces, but it's not quite there. The set that I do want to get is the Ultimate Hogwarts set from Harry Potter. It came out last year, but it's a really nice set. It's the second largest set currently. First is the UCS Millennium Falcon, but anyway, yeah, that was just kind of a little interesting thing I wanted to ask you, about childhood, given that
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, of
everything
course.
around me just kind of made me ask the question. Um, Shifting gears over, whoops, brother from another brick says the Simpsons house and Quickie Mart are beauties. I absolutely agree. I'm a little upset we never got that Android's Dungeon set that was rumored for so long, but that is whatever. Christian, we spoke about unwanted sequels such as Finding Dory. Um, Question I have for you: Is there a movie that you did want a sequel for that you never got one for, or one that you felt should have had a sequel that never did?
There was one which they finally did. Thank God was Incredibles, right? But they pissed me off. Incredibles 2 pissed me off
You didn't like
because
it?
no, I did love it, loved it, great movie. What did piss me off though was, I mean, you obviously played video games, right?
Yeah.
So do you play? Did you ever play PS2?
Yes, I did.
I did too. So have you ever played the Incredibles video game?
The like original one or like the
Not
oh
the
PS2?
first like Incredible. So there was the one where you have the Underminer video game. It was like that one, Incredibles Underminer. Did you ever play that or
Oh
no?
yeah. I know what you're talking about. You fought the
Yeah.
Underminer. He had more of
So
a role in that game than he did in the movie.
that's what pissed me off because the Underminer should have. They should have. if they had totally cut the script on that part of everything with going, let's get our citizenship back of being superheroes. Yeah, like if they had fought the Underminer, that would have made my day. Because that Underminer was like, I've been dreaming about it since Incredibles. I've seen the movie. I was like, when I saw the Underminer come out, I'm like, dude, the video game. I'm like, they have to put a movie out there about him. And then when I saw it, and he was like, he robbed a bank, and then he went underground, and that's it. Like, oh, come on. Like, they didn't even catch him. Like, nothing. Now they have to put a sequel out there than him catching him because they can't just let him roam free. Like, come on.
Yeah, and then speaking of roam free, there was actually a couple. Well, I mean, of course, at the end of Incredibles 2, they did eventually catch Screenslaver, but there were like loose ends. They constantly let villains get away because you remember in Incredibles 2, Elastigirl saw that one girl that held the sign up like Screenslaver still out there.
Yeah.
Underminer got away. It was just a little weird to me. Just gonna read the chat here. I was livid with the Android Dungeon and Baseball Shop turned out to be a fake rumor. I hope that LEGO one day revisits Simpsons since they still have the license. I didn't know they still had the license. Thank you, brother from another brick. Let's see, reading the chat still. Oh, it seems like we have a 911 emergency in the chat.
Okay.
I'm
afraid.
R.H. Ricochet put in the chat, bruh, I watched my dad beat my mom. Nathan asks, are you okay? I'm calling 911. DM me your details. I prefer the manga. Oops. Where's the sub version of this? I don't like it dubbed. And then he goes, I prefer the manga. Okay. Love this chat. Cookie says he liked Incredibles better than Incredibles 2.
Yes.
I agree. I agree. I do love Incredibles 2 though. I don't know why it gets so much like heat. I don't know.
So the thing that I loved about Incredibles, which has always remained a mystery to me, is the names. The names. How did they get their names? Because
The Incredibles?
So think about it like this: the children. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
There's two ways you can go with it. So they didn't even know their superpowers when they were born. They didn't know
yeah.
So you have Dash, like his actual name's Dash, and his powers to go fast, like Dash, like he runs. You have Violet, which is ultraviolet, like whatever, and then you have Jack, which is Jack of all trades because he can do everything. But the thing that also got me was like, okay, that's something that the creators brought up, but also at the same time, people are bringing up also that the reason why Dash got his name was I don't know how he got Dash, but then he ended up being liking to go fast. And then they called her Violet because she had like purple eyes.
The purple, yeah, and also the balls that she makes, like the.
Well, I know that's an ultraviolet violet. So but I'm talking about like from a perspective of not superpowers, like they're like how the parents may have just guessed their name. So like Jack, I have no idea how they guessed Jack, but
that's gonna be something that.
So
I mean,
the creators did an interview on that. I forgot what they said, but they said it will always remain a mystery. Why did they get their names? I think they're gonna keep it a mystery for the viewers because there's two things: either they got their names because of their powers, but they couldn't have known because during birth, or they just got lucky with guessing their names because Dash liked to go fast. Then there was Violet who had purple eyes, and then Jack. I don't know why, but Jack. There you go. But the superpowers and the names coinciding, that was clever. Dash going fast.
Something though that might be good that we kind of learned with Solo. Mystery can be a good thing. So if they do an Incredibles 3, maybe it will be best if they don't ever explain it. Who knows? Moving into different topic here, Cookie asks, do I think Lego sets spoil Marvel movies to some extent? I absolutely do. 100% agree. My sister is typing in the chat from the other room. react to Dora the Explorer, City of Lost Gold. We'll talk about that in a second, Kayla. Okay. Anyway, do I think Lego sets spoil Marvel movies? Yes, I absolutely do. You had I won't say it to anyone here who might not have seen the pictures for the Lego sets for Avengers Endgame. I'm not going to actually talk about the set itself, but I can tell you there is one set in particular that I was like, why would you put that in a set and not wait till the movie came out? There's a certain character who, again, I'm not going to say who, but they get something that it's like, why would you put that in a set? That seems like something so cool that you would want to see for the first time on the screen, but they spoiled it in a set. So that
What did
set
they
is
spoil?
huh?
What did they spoil?
I'm not gonna say, but um, just know that some character, you may think you know who it is, but some character gets a very big upgrade in their armor, and they turn that into a Lego set,
Okay.
which was a huge spoiler. The
Hmm.
set pictures are out. If you want to look it up, you can. Um,
Okay.
just look up Lego Avengers Endgame sets. But yes, I do. I like I said, I do believe that Lego sets spoil movies, and it's a shame. They should wait till after they come out. You think Nicktoons Racing is better than Mario Kart? Um, okay, all right. Um, I'm actually glad my sister asked this in the chat. Me reacting to Dora the Lost City of Gold. That moves me into our next topic. How do you feel about live action remakes?
Live action remakes. Um, I don't really know, man. To be honest, it's kind of a interesting field if you know what I'm talking about. It's like you either fail or you do good with it. You know?
I think they're the worst types of movies,
Okay.
personally. Um, there's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. Uh, I'll give you one. I'll give you a great example. This right here is one of my favorite shows of all time, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, you had that abysmal live action adaptation of it,
Yeah.
um, that just really took a dump all over the original series. Um, it smeared the nasty poop all over the original series. You
Hey,
could
Aaron.
smell it from a mile away. It was just
Aaron,
awful.
can you give me 1 second? I gotta do one thing. You just
Sure,
keep talking to
sure,
keep
sure.
reading the comments, whatever. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Um,
By the
but
way,
just
peep my picture. Peep my pause picture. By the way.
sure. Yeah, no, that goes up automatically.
I know, but take a look at what it is.
Yeah, Force Awakens. That's my picture on my PlayStation 4. Um, okay, so we're talking about live action remakes. I thought the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action was an abomination, um, against humanity. Just an insult to humans, an insult to our solar system, and that's why it has a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes. Is Rotten Tomatoes reliable? Type in the chat. If you did not, here's where I'm gonna plug. Here's where I'm gonna plug my videos. Okay. If you did not see my video titled "Rotten Tomatoes is Against Your First Amendment Right," please go watch that after the stream. Of course, you can't leave the stream. That's not acceptable. But it's only a minute 35. Uh, let's see. Troy is still spamming in the chat. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes is my favorite movie. Well, Nathan Glenn, I don't know what to tell you, man. Rotten Tomatoes is just rotten. Their entire website is certified rotten. Uh, let's see. Because Jack's real powers. Okay, I'm not. I'm not going to finish that comment, Matt. I'm not going to finish that comment there. Um, let's see. Ant-Man. Blah blah blah. Sup? Rotten Tomatoes sucks. Thank you, Troy. Thank you. I'm guessing he saw my video on Rotten Tomatoes.
What was your what? Where were you? Can you give me a summary of what that video was about? Cause
The Captain Marvel Rotten Tomatoes video?
why did you say? Why does he say Rotten Tomatoes sucks though? Like just in
Because
general.
they changed their entire system to protect Captain Marvel. Um, before the release of Captain Marvel, fans were able to type whether they were interested to see a movie. They were able to click on a button that basically said, "Hey, I'm interested in seeing this movie," and then the other button, the ladder to that, was, "No, I'm not interested in seeing this Brie Larson SJW scandal. I'm gonna stay home." So you could click want to see or don't want to see, and that would just put up a percentage of who was interested and who wasn't. That wasn't a review for the movie because the movie wasn't even out. It wasn't a fake review for the movie. It was saying whether you wanted to see
It's
it
a
or
poll.
not. Yeah, in interest in the movie, not reviews.
Okay.
And basically, people were saying, "No, I don't want to see this abomination of a Brie Larson, 2.5 hour. Hey, praise me, I'm Brie Larson." No, they people were unhappy with Brie Larson's comments about white men, and therefore they clicked the not interested button to see on Rotten Tomatoes, and it would put up the percentage, like I said, of people who wanted to see versus didn't want to see, and the percentage for people who were interested dropped down to 26 or 27% at its lowest percent. And that's when Rotten Tomatoes pulled the plug. They said, "Hey, coincidentally, once Captain Marvel hits a 26% for not interested, they say, "Hey, we're changing our system, we're changing our website, we're making some changes."
Because
And
money talks, and probably Marvel paid them over, or someone, Disney,
that's
Marvel,
exactly what
someone.
happened. No, listen to the really creepy part. Um, the CEO of Fandango, which Fandango owns Rotten Tomatoes, the CEO, the president of Fandango, Paul Yanover, he worked at Disney as an executive for 12 years.
So ties.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Um, so that's super shady. And people were that was a scandal. That was a Rotten Tomatoes scandal. And I don't think people are ever going to forget that. And Rotten Tomatoes lost all its credibility and respectability. To go back to what Troy was saying, that's why Troy said Rotten Tomatoes sucks, because he saw my video on Rotten Tomatoes and that scandal.
Okay.
I just think that's very shady.
Yeah.
Very scary stuff going on with Disney. Want to make it okay. So you're talking about what's reading some more chat here. Charles is trolling by saying Captain Marvel was his favorite. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, anyway, going back to what I was saying and what we were talking about before you left. Live action adaptations.
hmm
Last Airbender, abysmal. I thought the Cinderella 2015 movie was actually all right.
Yeah.
Um, and then I was like taken back when they released Maleficent, and I was like, "Hey, that was kind of weird, but okay, I still kind of like it. Maleficent was okay." Um, and then we start going overboard with it. We start releasing Aladdin, which looks terrible. We
Oh,
start we start releasing a Dumbo live action movie, which who asked for that?
I
That
was
came out this
thinking
week.
with Aladdin that was coming out. I was thinking going into it, oh, this might actually be really good because they did Cinderella and now they're doing Aladdin. Maybe Aladdin might be not as bad as we think it is because with Cinderella, you gotta admit it was a good movie. Cinderella, the two, if you compare the two, I think it was really good. I
I
loved
like
it.
Cinderella. Cinderella was a good movie. The
Now
live
with
action was.
Aladdin, it's I don't know. That's gonna be quite. So we can't really judge it until it comes out, because then that's when it really speaks the truth. I mean, you can judge it now, but you really don't get the full judgment until you've actually seen it come out.
Ah, I don't know about that because for me, Will Smith's Genie. it looks scary, but I
Wait,
think
Will Smith's
personality
cheating?
wise, yeah. I think it looks terrifying. But I think the performance itself, the voice acting, the acting itself from Will Smith as Genie, I think it'll be a good fit. But what I'm a little scared about is Aladdin himself. The actor playing him, just based on what we see in the trailers, there's no personality. He's bland face, blank face, stone face. Sound familiar? Oh yeah. He's just like Brie Larson. No acting chops, no personality in the face, no way of conveying feelings, and it's just terrible.
Hmm.
Um, what was another live action? Oh, Lion King. Why would they turn a completely animated movie about animals, okay, into a live action movie? The whole thing is still animated. It's completely CGI.
Oof. I don't know, man.
And
What are your thoughts on the Jungle Book?
it's
It's
probably
all
the
right.
best. It's probably the best of the live action remakes, but there was still no reason for it being made.
Yeah. It's just I think that's the new thing now. Just recycle something, but do something different with it.
And then I think they're also doing a Little Mermaid live action. Which
No.
why would you stomp your foot on one of the best classic Disney movies? I don't know. Um,
Oh,
they're
what
just
are your thoughts? Sorry to throw you off track.
no,
What
no,
are
no.
your
You're good. You're good.
I have a question because I'm debating. So, what are your thoughts? What were your thoughts on Aquaman? Because I may go see that. I haven't seen it yet.
Um, Funny enough, I haven't seen it either. It's gotten great reviews from what I've heard. I
I like
heard
the
it's a
actor.
step up. I heard, yeah. I liked Justice League. Hey, I might be in the wrong for that, but I like Justice League. I didn't like Steppenwolf the villain, but Jason Momoa was solid in Justice League, so I thought, hey, his Aquaman movie would be really good, and it's
Hmm.
gotten really good reviews. So the fans are liking it. I think
If you
it's a
watch,
turnaround for the DCEU.
you should watch this on Netflix. Not sponsored. Live stream is not sponsored by Netflix in any way. But if you look at a Netflix series called Frontier. I'm pretty sure it is. He plays the main actor in Aquaman. Plays his
Ah, yes,
main
yes, I saw
character in
that.
that.
Jason Momoa.
That's a good TV show. It's when the Civil War's going on, or with the red coats and stuff like that. That was a good TV series. I was hooked. I was hooked into that TV series.
I've heard
Loved
good
it.
things about Frontier. Let's see. Going into the chat here, Nathan is saying no homo, but he loved Aquaman's luscious abs, as he put it
God.
in the chat. My yeah. Um, and then Troy says he liked Aquaman. He said pretty good. No, wait, really good. So good.
It's cool. All right.
Yeah,
So
people are
so I may
people
go
are
see
digging
Aquaman.
Aquaman. Yeah, I'm probably gonna see it too. I think I'm gonna rent it first, and then I'll buy the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray is out. It came out 2 days ago.
You think it's still in movie theaters?
No, no, um, no, but you could get it at your Redbox,
Really?
at like Publix or Walmart. Yeah,
Okay, cool. Because I have not trying to flex here or anything, but I have a 76-inch 4K TV at my house, so I'm gonna use that for sure.
use use every inch of it, man. In 4K, you got all the 4K stuff coming out. I still stick to normal Blu-rays because that's what my PlayStation plays. But
Mhm.
I either way, 4K Blu-ray, I like the quality on both.
I'm probably gonna look at my other. I'm gonna probably watch on my other TV because I do have a Blu-ray player on my other TV, and Blu-ray's always been better. So
I like Blu-ray. Yeah, all of my Star Wars movies, they're all Blu-ray.
I need
Um,
to I need to
it's in
friggin'
the house.
watch all those movies that are coming out now in 4K. They are really the graphics are amazing. I need to they need to start pulling out more 4K movies because you will love if you looked at one thing I loved a lot was the if you looked at Star Wars Battlefront sorry, if you looked at Star Wars Battlefront 2 and they're just in general some guy played on the TV 4K graphics. it was so good. It was so clean, so smooth, so
You know what
nice.
they do for those? You know what they do for those Battlefront games? Both of them, they actually went into like real forests and real deserts, and they scanned a 360 look on the entire environment to make it look super realistic in the game. They did a
That's
complete,
crazy.
yeah, they did a complete 3D scan. Um, Taking a look at the chat here, we've got antics in the chat. Um, Absolute antics. Can we get a poll? Say if you liked the abs. He's talking. He's Nathan's um fascinated with Jason Momoa's biceps,
Oh my
triceps,
god,
and abdominal
Nathan!
muscles.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to talk to him at school and give him a little sit down about what the hell is he doing? You know.
yeah. So oh, moving on to Matthew in the chat. What are my thoughts on the rumored new Arkham game about Court of the? I did not know there was a new rumored Arkham game about Court of the Owls. That sounds amazing. Are you familiar
I,
with Court of the Owls, Christian?
no.
So there was this comic for Batman. It was a comic series. It was called Batman Court of the Owls. Some people say Batman Night of the Court of the Owls. Um, they're basically like the secret society that Batman that they were like conspiring against Batman, and Batman fought them. They all wore these like cool owl masks. It was so cool. They were like white masks. So if there is an Arkham game coming out for that, shut up and take my money.
Hmm.
Arkham City is my favorite game of all time. Spider-Man PS4 is a second, um, but Arkham City for me is still at the top. So a Court of the Owls game would be great. Have you played any of the Arkham games, Christian?
I used to. I think I played one of them, but I can't remember which one it was. It was like I got. Let me look up some of the Gotham games.
There was Arkham Knight, there was Arkham City, there was Arkham Asylum, and then Arkham Origins.
I think it might be. I think it might either be Arkham Knight or Asylum. It's one of the two. Either that or both.
Arkham
I
Knight gets a lot of heat. I like Arkham Knight.
yeah, it's a
Arkham
really
Knight
good.
was
Uh,
pretty cool. Um, Seeing someone in the chat. Oh, Cookie says Spider-Man PS4 is a God sent game. Look, man, I love Spider-Man PS4. Up there, I have a Spider-Man PS4 shadow box that I made, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I love Spider-Man PS4. You have a favorite game, Christian?
uh, I play if I play on Xbox, I play Smite. If I play on computer, I play mostly military games or strategic
So I
games.
was so close to ending the stream just now. If you had said Fortnite, so that's good on you.
No, I'm not gonna say anymore. No comment. I'm not. I
No,
may or
no.
may
Or
not
were
have
you
an
gonna?
Xbox.
Be honest. Be honest. Were you gonna say
On
Apex
Xbox,
Legends?
I when Fortnite first came out, I played the shit out of that game a lot, and then I stopped because it became uninteresting, especially after the one update where it's like, hey, we have like these areas where you can do a bunch of wacky stuff in, and oh, here's another area where we can just turn it into snow and do all this. It's like after that, it just became uninteresting. I just wasn't a fan of it. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Apex seems to have like the same thing behind it.
Well,
It's just
Apex
as
is good.
cringy. Uh, I wouldn't.
Apex looks like it's like a funny game. Like something, there has to be those games out there that are funny.
I can't see myself playing another battle royale. Not after Fortnite cringe.
Star Wars though. Star Wars Battlefront 2 though. That's a good game.
But they're teams. They're teams. No, I love Battlefront 2. I haven't played it in a while. Have you played as Anakin?
No, I haven't played Battlefront 2 in a while either, but I love the game. It's just it's become to a point where it's like those micro transaction or whatever, like those.
That's not in there anymore though. They took those
Nope.
out.
That's what I hated the most. It's like that's what made the game really cool. Now it's like you get packs and you get lucky, and it's like what? This is like a reminds me of like Rainbow Six Siege, where you get like packs and you get lucky or something like that. It just wasn't fun. I didn't like it like that. I don't know,
Gotcha,
man.
gotcha. Have you why don't you go ahead and open up just so you could see it on your end? I think you actually have access to the live chat. Why don't you open up this video on your end so you can see it? Because there are some direct things about you on
How
there.
can I open it? How can I open the chat?
Just go on my
Uh,
channel
I'll go on your channel. Okay, got it.
and
In a
then
second.
log into the stream and then mute the stream so we don't hear an echo.
Yep. If I might. Yep, there you are. You're streaming. Yep. I'm gonna go to it. Oh, okay. Let me see.
Oh, Charles is back at it. He's talking about your sister, man.
Charles, God damn it! Oh,
Hey,
let me see.
man.
Where's the video?
It should come up immediately with a live option right on my channel.
Welcome to live chat. I remember. I see it. I see like your live stream, but I don't see the video that you were talking about.
You don't see a live stream on there? Click on the stream and
I'm
then
on your live stream right now. I mean, I'm literally looking at it on YouTube, so I can see the chat. Yeah, I got it.
you got it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna open up as a sidebar to this one. Hold on. I'm gonna fix some things really quickly.
Dude, everyone's going on about your sister, bro.
Oh my god, I don't really care. Um,
I think they're trolling. It's okay.
it's okay.
It's good. I hope they're trolling. Charles might actually be
Grucci,
serious.
you need to. Oh god, Grucci.
I think
Why?
I think Charles is actually serious.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm being honest here. I would. Christian M is a faggot. Wow. Thank you, Charles. Or thank you, Ricochet. That's Grucci. Nice, nice. Anything else, guys? Got anything else? More, dude. I would die at your Snapchat videos of you watching the cops intro. I died. I actually died.
It's just
Chris,
it's so funny to watch that and Bar Rescue. Oh my gosh, they're like some of the funniest things happen on those shows. Cops especially. It's just hilarious.
dude, cops. Your laugh killed me. It was like I was crying. It was so funny.
Well, I mean, trying to be humble here, but I've actually heard that my laugh has that effect on people. I've heard it's pretty contagious.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is about it. It's just
it's
when I
dude,
start laughing at something, I just can't stop.
dude. You have a funny, like you have a good laugh, a good laugh.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So what's
There's still,
next on our category for uh our podcast here?
let's see. I like the episode of Bar Rescue where Christian rescues some Grucci. Okay, people are still going off on you. Next topic, I would say. Let's see. I have a list here.
Did you
Oh,
hear what they're gonna do to me at prom?
what's happening at prom? What's going on?
So remember at homecoming when they sang happy birthday for me? They're gonna do the same exact thing to me at prom. I'm scared to go to prom now.
Oh, everyone type in the chat. Wish Christian a happy birthday.
No, it's not my birthday, guys. It's not my birthday.
It's your birthday every day. Yeah.
What are my thoughts on Grucci? Grucci's it's not good. I would not recommend. I don't like anything to do with Grucci. I don't know. I don't even know where Grucci came from. I think it was DJ.
Gosh.
It's not good. Don't listen. It's Grucci's not. Grucci is not Coochie. Put it
Oh
to you
my
that way.
gosh. Okay. Oh, we got people in the chat. Happy birthday. Okay.
Topic on Mr. Friedman. Oh,
I don't think we can do that. I mean,
to a
what if he sees
topic.
this? Yeah.
No, it's. I think. I mean, I have nothing against him, especially if I want to be band captain. You know.
No, I like Friedman.
Yeah, he's really
and
cool.
in all honesty, like I'm not just saying this to be nice. In all honesty, I don't think our program would be where it is right now without him. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's also. I don't know how old he is, but you know, he's been doing it for years and years. Like literally, probably about like He's been teaching for like 30-something years, 40-something years. Like, he's been teaching for centuries. I think he knows Mr. Eklund. Mr. Eklund was really good. I think, obviously, he had some issues that he was going through, but I mean, otherwise, he was a really good associate band director. He always brought a smile, except for the funny thing that we thought was the "You Will Not Embarrass Me." That
The
was pretty
Star
funny.
Spangled Banner. Can we just talk about that? That
Dude,
mass of noise that just came out of everyone's instruments out of nowhere. I mean, that was so funny. I'm not even gonna lie. That was hilarious. Not even him getting upset, just the sound of the instruments. I mean, and yes, it could get me into trouble sometimes, as we saw this year, but I find the sound of bad instruments hilarious.
I know.
What we heard on that field, oh my gosh.
I
That
can't.
was
I can't
so
imagine
bad.
you like laughing to that. That'd be funny as fuck.
I couldn't play my instrument when we were doing a Star Spangled Banner. I was just laughing. I was just sitting there
By the way,
laughing into my
friggin'
microphone.
Nate Dog Harper, friggin' Nathan sends a picture of me from your stream. Friggin' my god, I have to send a picture back. Yeah, there you go.
Everyone's digging the stream, it seems like. Are you guys liking the stream? Just type in the chat.
I'm
Um
getting, dude, I'm getting random follow requests from literally like girls that are like want to have sex, like like yeah, like those pages, like that's not good. No,
no, those
no.
are like those hackers.
Yeah, I know.
I get them all the time on PlayStation. You'll get like a username that will literally have "girl" in the title. Will be like "funny girl 68" as like the username or something, and it'll come up like, "Hi, I really like you." I'm like, "You really think I'm trying to buy this right now?" Like, no. People are still not letting you live this one down, with Grucci being the main topic
I
of
just got one
discussion.
from Grucci. I got one from what's his name? Matthew Newman's like nice Grucci stream. God damn it.
People are not letting you live it down.
They won't. We gotta move to a different topic.
Yes, 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 very fast. So
So Nathan Glenn sending pictures of me to my friends, and they're texting me back. Nathan, chill out, man. My God.
you're famous. You're famous. What can I say? Um, are you? I think we discussed this a little bit last year, but I'm not sure if it has changed for you at all. Are you a fan of Harry Potter?
Of course. Of course.
What house are you actually in?
I'm
Refresh my
Gryffindor.
memory. Gryffindor.
Yep.
Really? Okay. So I'm quite popular for having a certain talent. Um, I am the Sorting Hat. I'm able to tell just based on people's traits. I'm able to assess what house they would be in
You're
if
sorting?
they.
How did you get that?
No, no, I am a Sorting Hat. I have a talent for it. I'm
Oh,
just um I'm a big enough fan to know the second I meet someone what house they should be in.
what house do
So
you think I was in?
I'm saying that you should be in Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff is for the they say on Pottermore, they say like, oh, the the curious and the adventurous, but really Hufflepuff is where the party animals are at. And I would say that's more your area
Hoorah.
than Gryffindor.
Nathan wants to know what he is. Charles Miller says, I'm a Crip.
That's my house too. Nathan wants to know what house he's in.
Nathan Glenn, yeah.
Oof. I would probably say Nathan. Nathan, believe it or not, despite all his toxicity, is a smart cookie. I would probably put him in Ravenclaw.
I'd put him in a Ravenclaw too. I was thinking that. Uh, someone said they're a Hufflepuff.
That's my sister. Yeah,
It's awesome.
yeah. She thought she was a Gryffindor for the longest. It was so embarrassing for her
Really?
when her dreams slowly flashed and crashed before her, and that Pottermore screen that came up and said congratulations, you've been sorted into Hufflepuff. I was like, I knew it. I told you. I could tell anyone's house. Anyone's house.
Okay, well, um, so Nathan Glenn just put on his story a picture of our stream, and he circled my all my info with the my Snapchat and Instagram. What are you doing, Nathan? Why? Why are
You're
you doing?
getting plugged, man. You're getting plugged. You're getting famous from this.
He said, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm this." He said, "I'm sorry. This stream's the best I've ever seen." Sounds about right, man. Sounds about right. What?
Charles's Charles's question is, what's my house?
Also, Ricochet.
I would say Hufflepuff. Um, and then Matthew says, "What's my house? Personally, I believe myself to be a blood. Um, I'm not sure if that's a house at Hogwarts. I think it might be a house at Ilvermorny in America. However, oh wow,
Hi,
we're getting
Fallon.
let's see here. What's my house? Okay, so to answer that question for you, Matthew, I would probably say you're a Gryffindor as well.
Bro, some of these people, I have no idea that they're subscribed to your channel, like
They're not.
Fallon
They're not.
Collins.
They're not. I don't think they are.
Fallon, oh my god, what's Troy?
Oh,
That's a good one.
Troy. Troy, despite him being like a source for like, I mean, he's a jokester, but
Slytherin.
he's also a nice guy. You know, he's very generous. Troy's always giving out chips and stuff. I think that's really nice of him. I'm probably gonna say he could be anywhere between a Hufflepuff and a Gryffindor. I'm gonna place him in Gryffindor. I would go for Troy.
What him? What is he?
I would say Troy's a Gryffindor.
Okay.
Oh, Troy says Hufflepuff. And Matthew says that Troy's a Crip.
Vicky's in here, friggin' Liz's sister. Oh god. Everyone is joining. This is not. Imagine we got the whole friggin' school in here. Oh, I would be going to hell.
Get everyone in here.
Oh
Get
my
everyone
god.
in here.
I'd be like this. I'd get up and leave.
Get everyone in here, bro. That's the way they
Dude,
do it.
I think Glenn put this on his story. I'm very. If you guys put this on your story, don't. I, I don't need the whole school coming in here. This is not good.
Bro.
Mikey, oh my god. This is not good. This is not good. The whole school is gonna be blowing. I'll tell Lisa to join. No.
Bro, honestly, you could add. I'd be fine with adding more people.
I mean, I guess it's just everyone share. Oh my god. No, it's because I'm just like a walking meme. That's basically what I am. I mean, at this point, everyone says that about me. They're like, Christian needs clout. No, I don't, Nathan Glenn. God damn it.
Christian, you are getting clout.
I don't need clout. I don't want clout.
Well, you're getting
Sydney
it.
Bonnie. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, dude, this is not good. We're basically, for everyone that's joining, that's like has no idea what the hell is going on. We were just talking about like anything, and then we were reading the comments, and then some people started to join. I don't want clout.
It's Nathan, bro. It's Nathan. We have to take him out of the
Vicky just said in the chat that I want clout. I want clout. I'm just in here talking with Aaron, and then all of a sudden everyone came in here. It's like, oh snap, what is this? And then they linked more people, and then now it's just.
I'm telling you, it was completely Nathan Glenn. We have to beat him up the second we see him.
Dude, Nathan, I see him tomorrow. This is gonna be fun.
Rip his throat open.
Dude, Nathan Glenn, I'm gonna text him right now. What is going on?
You know?
Yeah. Dude, oh god. Let's see. You don't even want clout. You want Grucci. Wait, Vicky? You don't even know what Grucci is. And no, I don't. Friggin' Newman. It was a group effort. No cap. Christian is kind of cute. Charles Miller. God damn it. So
Charles is a fiend. Just so you all
Carlos,
know.
I always say that. What a fiend. No,
Yeah.
we were just sitting here talking about random bullshit the entire time. It's kind of like a podcast. Dude, I wanted to do a podcast like friggin' what's his name, Fitz does, Misfits. That's a good podcast. I love them.
Well, I would make live streams like a normal thing. I don't usually live stream unless it's like on my PlayStation when I'm with like John and Andrew. But I wanted to kind of do something where we could just talk, no games involved.
Yeah,
Because, when you're in a gaming stream, you're so focused on what's going on in the game, you can't really get good conversation out. But
but we do need to get a gaming stream happening soon with
we
friggin'
don't have a PlayStation 4 though. That's kind of an issue.
I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, I mean everyone's on that PlayStation 4 shit. I don't know, man.
It's
Uh,
better than Xbox.
I guess, but I mean, it's I don't know. Let's see what's everyone saying in the chat. What's a Grucci? Oh no, Mikey, you don't want to know what Grucci is. No, oh my God, Matt Newman. Oh my God. There's a meme going out there about me saying that I like Grandma Coochie, and it's not true. And everyone's
Oh boy.
blowing it out of proportion like anything else. I don't understand. Ever since the happy birthday, do you guys even believe in Jesus? I believe in Jesus.
Of course I do. Yes, I do.
Um, so for everyone out there that didn't know, so I pranked one of my friends one day at. So it actually was one of my friend's birthdays at Chili's. He didn't want a whole big thing, so so
Charles's
so
mom, Jordan.
oh my God. So I pranked one of my friends at Chili's. Um, and we were just he didn't want to make a big thing about his birthday, and so I made the entire restaurant sing happy birthday for him. And ever since then he has vowed to, every time we eat out, that he will get the entire restaurant to sing happy birthday to me and all the staff, and he has succeeded so far. And by my time right now, I probably would have been like 300 years old. The amount of times that he's done it to me is ridiculous. um and it's just so much. My grandma's joining Christian like that. Oh my God. No, Matt. Um,
Dude,
it's just
everyone, we've got Ministries, JTW Ministries, with some hitting us with that good scripture. Thank you, actually. Thank you. Something good in the chat.
I got one for you. For God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, and whoever would believe with Him would have everlasting life. John 3:16, and then there's I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. There you
One of
go.
my favorites. We've got basically someone in the chat saying y'all need Jesus, and I absolutely agree. Rid that chat of the filth that's in there. Okay, I'm being serious. It's good that we have someone encouraging, typing great things in the chat. So thank you, JTW Ministries. Thank you for joining the stream. Maybe you wanna flip some people's minds here in this chat. That would be great. Easter's coming up anyway, so it's good that people know the real reason behind it. I agree.
See,
But
now we're just going off of religion. You see, this is a diverse live stream we have going on here.
hey, man,
We need to. I need to. I'm gonna call DJ right now and see if he. No, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He's not gonna be on.
geez,
He's
is it already that late? What?
Yeah, it's basically 1 o'clock right
That's
about now,
crazy.
and we have this many people at 1 o'clock in the morning. What are you guys? I'm gonna be honest here. What are you guys doing? Watching, listening to all my friends try to go to this live stream at 1 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? How did this go from HP? How did this go from HP to the? I listen. I don't know. Jesus.
Who knows? So moving on. Speaking of HP, would you be interested? Okay.
Oh God.
Would you be interested in joining the little crew at Universal for Lakeside? Are we putting together What's going on there?
What's happening? Sorry.
What's going on at Lakeside? Are we putting together a crew for Potter specifically? You already know what I'm
We
wearing.
need to put a crew on for Potter, and we need to put a crew on for Endgame.
Endgame. I
Yeah.
think I might see Endgame a night before it comes out, so Thursday, and also probably the same day at excuse me, Lakeside. We have to see
Hmm.
Endgame.
By the way, someone just what's it? Matthew Newman just cropped a thing of me, like different comments, and he changed the time and everything, and says Christian doesn't need that right now. He needs Gucci, and it shows me saying "yeah." He cropped that, and he made all the time. God damn it. Um,
Matthew's having a great time memeing it,
yeah.
memeing everything. Hey, if you love making memes out of this, by all means, okay.
Please make
We're just
memes. This
we're
this will
just
be fun.
yeah, it's encouraging. Hey, maybe next time, maybe next episode, we can look at some of the memes that
Dude,
people made. I would
there's too many memes of me floating around right
yeah,
now.
I would actually be down for a segment like that here.
A
But
meme
seriously,
segment, like can we do like Reddit subreddits, like all that stuff, like subreddit and stuff like
I don't
that?
know. I don't know if I'm famous enough to have a subreddit. Um,
No,
like
like just go through people's like Reddit subreddits and stuff
oh
like that.
oh yeah, I guess that'd be fine. But personally, like I would like to look at memes of us because I know last year when I got my lightsaber, um, the 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 meme, there was a gif that was going around of me swinging around my lightsaber, and I loved it so much. I was like, this is so cool. I think Emily made it. Do you remember Emily, the clarinet
Yeah.
player? Yeah, she made it, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. There's a gif of me, and next thing you know, I'm seeing this gif pop up everywhere, and I'm just like this and stuff. I'm like, that's pretty interesting.
I have some memes of you, by the way, of my friends have shared me, have blessed upon me with let's just say you with the when you're talking about Dusty on the news. That there's some memes I have of
Oh
you.
my gosh, there's so many. Okay, I get
Those are
annoyed
good
by them
ones.
sometimes, but there's some good ones. Okay, I will
Yeah.
give you that. Like Gabe makes a lot of those memes of me, and he like spams them all the time.
Really?
For any of you who are wondering like what I'm talking about, I was on the news. Like I'm not gonna say like why, because not everyone here goes to our school. Um, but I was on the news for something, and like the little interview clip of me kind of went everywhere. It was funny though. It was funny for some of them. Some of them I was like, that's not very funny, but a lot of them I do enjoy. I'm not salty. See, I can enjoy a meme of me. I can enjoy a meme of me, a good one if I see one. But it would have to be a good one. That's the point there. If not, it would just come off as annoying.
Mm-hmm.
See, let's see. Oh, okay.
Crusty Christian? No, it's not.
You've got
Definitely not.
you've got
I We have a lot of people in here, like Angela, friggin' Sydney, friggin' Vicky. It's a lot of these are freshmen. I'm like, oh god,
Christian.
it's come to a level where it's like bad. Uh,
Oh, I definitely agree. I agree. Christian, it's time you pull the plug, as they say.
dude, I think it's time to pull the plug too, cause I don't. Oh god, it's become very violent right now.
No, no,
It's
no. I'm not talking about the stream. No,
oh
there's no escape from this. I'm talking about in real life. You gotta pull the plug. You've gone everywhere with your I'm single and mingling tactics
true.
that
I gotta pull the plug. Pulling the plug.
you
It's
got
gotta
to.
go. It's gotta go. You're absolutely right, man.
So are we seeing a new Christian for this year? I mean, it's already far into the year, but are we seeing a new
You'll see a new
Christian?
Christian in the summer. It'll be better. Probably more stable. Me. Probably not.
Stable. We're going deep here. I'm talking about your hey, I'm single, but I'm ready to mingle type ways.
I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel about that. I'll give you an update. Probably. I don't know. See you tomorrow. All right. See you tomorrow, Nathan. Yeah, I'm gonna share you tomorrow. Um,
Wait,
I
what's going on tomorrow?
have winter percussion practice.
Oh,
Yeah.
loser.
What? We're going
No,
up
I'm
to
joking.
Daytona Saturday. I mean, hell yeah.
I forgot you were in winter percussion. What do you even play in there?
What?
What do
I
you play
play
in winter percussion?
play piano.
Piano, really?
Oh, I play. Well, I have to play in the first and second movement. I play piano, and then in the third movement, I play ch- uh, uh, chimes. No, not chimes. I forgot what it's called. Dude, yeah, the chat.
You're getting exposed in the chat, bro. Exposed.
I, I, that, I'm just keep living, just keep rolling, just you gotta keep rolling, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're
I
getting
listen. I
exposed. It's
really
like
can care. I can give less shits about what's going on in the chat right
it's
now.
some tea. Look, pinky out.
Yeah, that's some bad tea. That tea needs to just get it out of here. Um, let's see.
Matt says, imagine not subscribing to Lego Guy 6100.
You can't. You have to
You can't
just
imagine
chime.
that. Imagining that's a world I don't want to live in
Is it
ever.
chimes? Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I play two instruments in the entire show. Yes, I dress up like a cowboy too. Yeah, because our show is the way the West was, so I dress
I
up
don't.
like a
I
cowboy.
don't have a cowboy hat. Have you played any Red Dead Redemption 2 for inspiration?
I don't have it.
You're a criminal. You're a criminal.
I don't play on Xbox anymore, so it's like, or
This is fantastic. I
glad.
recommend this to anyone who has not played it. It's a great game. Red Dead 2.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
It's a
good
good game.
stuff. Have you
Oh,
seen like? What were we gonna say?
Nothing. I'm just reading the comments basically. You can ask me a couple questions. I'm just chilling out right now.
All right. Look. Comment section. Christian is giving you permission here to ask away.
Oh
Um,
God. Oh God. I shouldn't have done that, but
ask away. Ask away, people.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Um, Charles says to DM him on MySpace. Okay. Oh. They're conspiring against you. You're gonna get jumped.
Um, Christian, am I gay? No, I'm actually straight. Thank you for asking. Just, just thank you.
You're
I just
getting
got.
exposed out here, bro.
Let's see. This week, Tyler, Lizzie. Not really sure this week. I'll let you know. Okay. I'll text you if I can let you know. Do you want to hit? Wait. Do you want to hit them? What? I don't want to hit them on a scale of
No,
1 to
no.
10.
She's asking if you want her to hit them. Do you want me to hit them? That was the comment.
Oh yeah. Just go ahead. If you find Vicky, just smack her. That'd be best. Nathan Glenn, on a scale of 1 to 10, how mad are you at me? 0. Wow, surprising. Christian, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot's your sister? Charles, go to hell. Dude, this is gonna be an ongoing thing. This is gonna be an ongoing thing.
You just
What is, dude?
you just
That's
gotta
not
ask
even.
about his sister. You just gotta
That
ask about his sister.
that the reason why this was started is because I would do that about him all the time. I'm right next
Well,
to her. I got you. Thank you.
you started
Just
it. You gotta.
smack her on the back of the head. You just got to do that. Cindy Bonnie, she's in my room. We're all together. I'll beat her. So don't, because I'll beat her. I don't suggest you say yes to her, because I'll beat her back. Well, there's gonna end up being a fist fight in a girl's room. So this is gonna be fun.
Dude, no. Actually, though, send us the footage.
Christian, who will be the trumpet section next year? I vote Cruci. Um, trumpet section later next year. Can't reveal that because I'm going to make a suggestion soon, so can't talk about it. Please learn to read. Thank you. Um, no, I'm not going to tell you the next trumpet section leader is
It's
going to be, because yeah, that's normal. Yeah. So ask me some questions, my dude.
all right. Um, basically, how do you take this whole conspiracy with the chat has made me ask.
Which
Um,
conspiracy? Many.
just everything, this exposure and everything going on. How do you take to memes in general?
Um, it's just sometimes it's like some of the memes I see. It's really, really, do you have to make that a meme? Like, it's some of them are funny. Some of
There,
the memes people made of me are funny, and then some of them are like, oh, come on, really? Like,
there was a
really?
meme. There was a meme that I saw that it wasn't about you. It was one that actually had me pretty upset. Right after my sister was telling me about it, but I actually looked it up, and someone made a meme of Thanos snapping away the 17 victims of the Douglas shooting. There comes a point where it's just like,
Oh,
why why would you do something like that? You
that's
know?
not even cool, man. Oh, that's
Yeah,
not cool.
like
Oh,
not at all.
dude, that's not cool. I lost one of my friends in that. Oh man. Ooh,
Like,
that's
that's
rough.
really not cool. So there's like a point where memes have to like cut off. Our culture though, with this generation, it's like completely meme based, and everything kind of revolves around meme culture. But some of them I just think go way too far. Let's take a look at the chat here. Um, oh, let's see.
I
It appears that our preacher man is gone. JT W Ministries is gone. Um, let's see. If Liz said you're lying, sis. Oh
I
boy.
don't know. Just I've given up.
You think a fight will happen?
So here's what's gonna end up happening. So Vicky's gonna say that, right? And then Angela is gonna literally like smack the back of her head, and Sydney is going to smack her, and it's gonna be all brawl. It's just gonna brawl. That's what I'm saying, but I could be wrong.
I would love to see a fist fight.
You obviously love fights. Dude, I remember sitting in the cafeteria and I was sitting next to you, and I remember like went over to Andrew and I was talking to him, and I look up and see everyone going outside. I'm like, oh my god, is there gonna be a fight? And I look around because we know about you doing looking at, we're like, oh, where is he? And we're looking for you. You're gone. You're absolutely gone, and I see you tailing it to the door. I'm like, oh my god.
I teleport when there's a fight. Suddenly speed abilities just kick in, and I become the Flash. You know, instantly. Whenever I hear, "Oh, fight, 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 fight," then you see,
Dude, the best thing that you've ever said in your life was it's a gladiator match when you were on the bus. I cried. That was so funny. Um
dude. They're these street thug kids outside of our bus with do rags, and they're just beating each other to a pulp.
in
That's
front of
hilarious.
cops.
In
In
front
front
of
of cops
cops.
too.
In front of cops. They're just beating each other, lifeless, and the cops are right there. It was hilarious. So what do I yell outside the window? It's a gladiator match. Hey bro, your do rag slipping off. It's it's some classic stuff, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Um Matthew says that his study hall teacher stops him whenever there is a fight because he knows that he'll record it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, your friend Sydney said that she's actually hitting her.
Oh, that sounds about right.
There's a gladiator match going on somewhere right now, wherever they are. There's
That sounds pretty accurate.
a duel of the fates, if you will. Um, but pretty much, I think that about sums it up. Um, anything you want to say before we kind of cut the stream?
No, just hope everyone's having a great night and has a great day tomorrow. Um, just don't do stupid shit. And yeah, I mean that's anything else? Anything you want to say, man? Or
Not really. I think your like IGN Snap or whatever are in the
oh yeah,
description.
in the description down below, please. Um, that's about it. Anything else?
Um, not not really. If you want to get a good look at the chat one more time before we kind of close this out.
Oh, I kind of closed out the chat already.
Oh, sure. They're basically just going back and forth.
Sounds about right.
Um, Nathan asks, he has one more question for you before we close this out. Do you think the saxes and trumpets will be on the same bus next year?
Hmm. I don't know because there's a lot of saxes and there's a lot of trumpets. So
Kind of depends.
maybe depends on how Friedman or band captain arranges the bus. So
Or band captain,
what?
aka he said or band captain.
Yeah. So like or the band captain. Um. So I don't know if it's gonna be me. I
I
hope,
hope it
but
is.
I don't know. I don't think so. But it's whatever. I
Hey
feel
man,
like it
don't
might be.
forget yourself, bro.
Um. But yeah. I mean, who knows? But yeah, I have no idea. Probably, maybe, not sure, not entirely sure. All
So
right,
there's that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Christian, thank you for joining, man.
of course,
Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Anyone in the chat, if you want to come on one of these and just have a discussion about whatever you want, honestly, whatever you want, we can go ahead and do that. That would be pretty cool. I would love to keep doing these. This is the first one, and of course, I thought it'd be great to kick it off with the Italian Stallion. Christian rose up to the occasion. He DM'd me, "Hey, you know what? I want to join." So I thought that was really cool of him. Um, Thanks so much, man, and thank you guys for
no
watching.
problem, man.
Peace out, and see you guys later.
See you, man.